right. I think we are live. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, cadets.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, how you guys doing? All right. What I gotta do? We are live. Oh, I can hear myself. So I'll just mute that. All right, cool. All right, so I am here actually in Singapore. It's pretty crazy because right now it's 5 a.m. in Los Angeles and it's maybe 8 a.m. over in New York. So I know there's not many viewers, but we're still gonna do this regardless. And I am here with my buddy, Dr. Shu Yang.
Yeah.
And he is from Blockcloud. So
Yeah.
why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and what do you do?
Yeah, I'm Shu Yang from the Blockcloud. I'm the co-founder of Blockcloud. I'm also the chairman of Blockcloud Foundation, and I'm from China. Yeah, from the South China.
Okay, and how long have you been here?
Have been in Singapore
Yeah.
for 2 days.
What do you think?
It's really hot.
It's hot? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's hot too. I haven't been to Asia in a really long time.
Yeah.
So the foundation, what is the Blockcloud Foundation?
The Blockcloud Foundation is responsible for the token. Yeah, for the token assignment like that. Yeah.
Okay. Man, you're right. It is really hot. All right, so hey, Nicholas, what's up? We're gonna jump on in here so we don't waste anybody's time. I know a lot of people. For everybody here, thank you very much for being here. Let's jump in. So, what is Raj says hi, Dr. Shu. Hello, Raj. I want to say it to you.
Hello.
He says hello. So, what is Blockcloud?
Blockcloud is the advanced TCP/IP protocol based on blockchain. Yeah.
Okay, so what is TCP/IP?
TCP/IP is the internet protocol that you use every day to connect to the internet. It's like when you access YouTube, you first talk with it, and TCP/IP is the channel that you use to talk with YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like animals talking to each other, kind of?
Kind of animals, machines, devices talking to each other. Yeah.
Okay, so the TCP/IP is the traditional way. It's like connecting to a server or a website.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so then that's old technology, and Blockcloud is trying to not use TCP/IP anymore. Is that right? Or
It's still using TCP/IP, but there are many problems with today's internet.
okay,
Like the mobility when you are driving in a high-speed car or sitting in a high-speed train, you will see that your communication will be interrupted now and then for about 3 to 5 seconds. That's really a problem. Like migration, when you have a server, you want to move it from one place to the other place, then all the connections with your users will be interrupted. That's really a great problem, a big problem. Yeah, and like security, you know, the attack, your data is lost, or your data is stolen by the other guys, happens every day. Yeah.
So two things. So it's laggy, the latency, right?
Yeah.
And also the other problem is so like if I'm in an elevator, I can't get service, and also the other problem is because of security. People can hack your data, right?
Yeah, mobility, security, manageability. Yeah,
Blockchain
there is really a lot of problems in the current internet.
Okay, so with these problems in the internet, how is Blockcloud going to solve these problems?
Yeah, we actually spend a lot of time to study the internet architecture, the network architecture, the future internet in our PhD career. Yeah.
Oh, so you're a PhD?
Yeah, in my PhD, my research direction is the future internet.
Oh, you researched. Okay, so your thesis paper is on the future of the internet?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we want to make the network more smarter and such that it can schedule all resources for users. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we invent like service-centric network, content-centric network, and like lambda data network to make the network smarter, to provide services more smarter than ever.
So you're making a smart internet, is what you're saying?
Yeah, smart internet. Yeah.
How are you gonna make the internet smarter?
Like now, Now you are actually using an end-to-end communication model.
This right here, this is end-to-end.
Yeah, you are using an end-to-end. Like when you are using YouTube, then you should first know the address of the YouTube. Then you access the address and you shake your hands with the address. Then transfer your data to the address. But you should know the address at first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So is there, to make it smarter, do you not need to know the address?
There are many problems with the address model. Like if your address changes, yeah, the server address changes or your address changes, then the communication will be interrupted.
Oh, so it's like the first time I tried to do a live stream, they noticed I said it's going to be on this link, but they gave us a different new link, and nobody could see it.
Yeah, the communication will be rebooted.
So how do we solve? So BlockCloud will solve that? How?
Yeah, actually, it will solve that. If you in the service-centric network, if you tell the network which service you need, then the network will resolve the service into flows. Yeah, it will be automatically, such that you don't have to know the actual address of the service. You just know in which service you need, and the network will do the other things for you.
So the network will help you connect to it all the way. Hey, Emil, how you doing?
Hi.
So it will actually. So a smart internet is almost like a smartphone.
Some kind of, yeah.
Okay.
More smarter, yeah, smart.
Even smarter. Okay. So before we jump into more of the technology, how did BlockCloud get its name? Why is it called BlockCloud?
Because it's like a dream. We want to make the internet more simple, just like the kids building the blocks.
Building blocks.
Yeah, building blocks.
And it's cloud computing. Is that why? So it's building blocks on a cloud, or
building in a cloud, in the edge network, everywhere in the internet, like building blocks.
I see. Okay. Who came up with the name? You or Zhongxing?
We together. Yeah.
Together. And you guys are friends, right? You guys?
We are roommates.
You guys are roommates?
Yeah, we are roommates.
You guys went to school together, or what?
We live together. We sleep together. Actually, on two beds. We sleep
on
together.
2 beds. Okay.
Okay.
That's exactly.
For about 5 years. Yeah.
For 5 years.
Yeah, we are advised by the same advisor. Yeah, our research direction are both the future internet.
Oh, so you both are researching the future of the internet. Do you guys ever argue?
Yeah, a lot of argument.
Okay, that's good. But you guys make a good team, right?
Yeah.
What is the relationship between you and your team? You and him. What do you do good, and then what does he do good? And then how do you guys complement each other?
Yeah, most of the time I'm responsible for the technology and research and some business development. And Zhongxing is actually he's responsible for the marketing and like something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys both. And what would you say you're bad at, and what would you say Zhongxing is bad at, or what you could work on?
We trust each other.
You trust each other?
Yeah, we trust each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have any flaws, or what do you feel like BlockCloud is missing? Because there's no perfect project, right?
Yeah.
So what would you say BlockCloud is missing? Because I like BlockCloud. Just for a disclaimer, I myself am not invested in BlockCloud because I had to sell my Ethereum to pay rent. But our team is invested. Some people from our team, the Cryptonauts team, is invested in BlockCloud. Just to put that out there. But yeah, so this project is great. And what would you say needs the most work?
Yeah, we are trying to integrating blockchain into the service-centric network. So it needs a lot of work to be done. Like we will let the service provider to provide their service to users. But how do you know whether the service provider is behaving correctly? Yeah, we shall do proof of service to prove that the service provider is behaving correctly. And if he is behaving correctly, then we will reward him. But if he is behaving incorrectly, then we will punish him. So in this way, we shall design some algorithm, some mechanism to prove the work. Yeah.
So it's like a proof of service that it actually exists, and if whoever is in charge of making sure that it's existing and they lie, then they get punished by losing their stake or whatever it is that they hold.
Yeah, we are using a mortgage model. we'll put some tokens on the system, and if they behave incorrectly, then the token will be taken by the system.
Will be punished. You have to be a good guy to keep your tokens. To get more. Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, we're giving out 500 tokens to 5 people who ask the best questions. So let's ask. We have some questions already. So DJ Chahal says, "I have a question. What makes Blockcloud different from all the other IoT projects right now?"
There are a lot of IoT projects right now, but our project is a protocol level system. We can provide TCP/IP connection to the other IoT projects, like we are collaborators rather than competitor.
Okay. So and then so you guys are collaborators more than competitors. But how is it different? Because you want to work together? Is your vision different? Or how is it? Is the technology different?
We can work together. For some scenario, like some other IoT projects focus on the smart home, and he can use the Blockcloud as their TCP/IP connection to provide better connectivity to their smart home users.
Okay. So they concentrate on different things. You guys are concentrating on the whole ecosystem to support all of IoT.
And the Internet of Things is an important scenario of our system, because in the Internet of Things there are so many devices, like billions of devices, much more than the current Internet. And in the Internet of Things, the devices move, in most of the time, the devices move quite fast, like in a car or fast high-speed train. The devices move so fast, so the communication is really a problem.
Okay. And then also, just a follow-up question with DJ. He says, Elastos. Do you know Elastos?
I see.
Elastos is also making a smarter internet. Are you guys competitors in this sense? I think Elastos runs on the blockchain network, Bitcoin network, I believe.
Actually, I talked with the leader. Actually, it's also a good project. And they are building the smart internet like operating system. But in our opinion, because we are networking guys, we study network a lot, so we adopt the layered design. The traditional internet use a 7-layer, or TCP/IP use a 4 or 5 layer design. And in our Blockcloud, we also we are using a 4-layer design, like the service layer, the routing layer, the service chain layer, and the transaction layer.
Okay, and that's different. Okay, so he says, how will Blockcloud be different from MQTT? What's MQTT?
I know something about it. MQTT is a very famous protocol for the Internet of Things, like a publish and subscribing model for the Internet of Things. But we actually draw some lessons from the MQTT, but we integrate the blockchain into it, and we upgrade the original publish and subscribe model to make it more proper for the internet.
Okay. And also, my mistake. Elastos is actually on Neo, so good call. Okay, so you're making you're taking the MQTT technology and you're upgrading it.
Draw some lessons from it.
You're learning from it to make it different. Okay. And so, what is your view on the market adoption? Because the market already has other data platforms such as Cisco Jasper or GE Predix. So how is Blockcloud different from these companies, or
from which company?
Cisco, Jasper, other popular data capture platforms. Have you heard of them?
I heard some of them. Cisco. One of our advisor, Fred Baker, was from Cisco.
So he's from Cisco, and so it's already here. So how do you feel like the market will take?
Actually, Cisco has produced a lot of good products, like routers, switches, and is a good company. And but actually, the Cisco is using the traditional TCP/IP protocol, and we are trying to upgrading it to a blockchain-based TCP/IP protocol, such that such that different parties in the internet. You know, there are a lot of parties in the internet.
Yeah.
Like the city and like our devices can also be a battery source for the internet. So everyone can contribute to the internet, not just Cisco, the company itself. So a lot of parties, decentralized, can contribute to the internet.
I see. And a quick question from Nicholas before it goes all the way up there. How many people are on your team?
We have about 20 people.
20 people.
20, yeah.
All engineers, huh?
Most of them are engineers.
Okay, cool. 20 people. A question, could you please explain briefly from Ilyas Bibou, sorry. Kodag algorithm and why you're using it. Yep.
Yeah.
These are good questions, guys. I don't know how I'm going to choose, but we will choose.
Yeah, I will explain a little bit. Like the Bitcoin and the Ethereum is quite slow, so DAG is invented to improve the speed. And the IOTA, the backbone, they all adopt the DAG structure, but some details are different. But in the original DAG structure, the data structure is quite random, so the tree will become very, very wide finally. And so the confirmation time and the attacking possibility will become very, very large. Yeah, so there may be some problems. So in our opinion, so the width of the structure should be constant. So we invent the compacted DAG structure such the width of the data structure will be constant in a limited width such that the confirmation time and the security can be guaranteed.
Great, that's a good answer. Lily says, what is Blockcloud's approach to properly incentivize computational storage, relay, and bandwidth resources to the network? Will each one require its own different incentive structure? Good question.
Yeah, this is a good question. Like in the Blockcloud, every service provider can contribute to the system, and then can in the marketplace like IPFX, they can announce that they have computation, they have storage, or they have relay bandwidth resources. Then when the user needs it, the system will schedule. Like the internet will schedule the resources for it. Yeah. So this service is provided layer by layer. First, you told the system that you need some service. Yeah. Then the service will be resolved to a socket or some flow. Yeah. And then in the routing layer, you will find the exact service provider that can provide this service. Yeah. And in the service chain layer, it will record the exact contribution of every entity, like your device, like some computer that you have contributed to the system in total. And in the transaction layer, it actually, like Bitcoin, it will record the token that you can get from the system, or the token you have to give to the system. Yeah, that's it.
So that's all 4 layers explained. Is that the 0 layer?
Yeah, it's
that's called the layer 0?
Okay. Layer, yeah.
Okay, cool. Chen Tian says, hello, can we know if the different layers are modular? So what's modular first?
Modular is like if you building a house, then you are building modularized. Then you can
like a node,
like a house,
okay.
like a room is modular.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, actually each layer are modular, and each layer can provide an interface to the up layer, such that the up layer can call functions in the lower layer.
Okay, so for example, let's say the top layer of the house, the modular, right? My grass, it needs watering. You can call the plumbing water from downstairs, the function, and the function will provide the water up to the top. Is that right?
Like that. The water will flow from the top layer to the lowest layer, and then it will flow up to the top layer. Yeah.
Got it. Great. Okay. EM says, can intermediate nodes? Ooh, good question. Yeah. Can intermediate nodes get attacked and be used maliciously? Will Blockcloud unintentionally prune honest nodes in the network by setting an upper limit to the width of the network? So that's 2 questions. Very good questions.
Yeah.
So we can do one at a time. So can intermediate nodes get attacked and be used against it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, because some nodes may be attacked and be used by the attackers. And in the block cloud, we will check whether the intermediate node whether behave correctly. And if you behave correctly, then the system will reward you. And if you behave incorrectly, the system will punish you. So you will be incentivized to upgrade your system such that you cannot be attacked. Yeah, you must guarantee that your system is secure and not being under attack.
Okay.
So
okay.
else you will be punished.
So it can be used maliciously, but it will get punished. But will BlockCloud unintentionally prune honest nodes to make sure in the network by setting an upper limit to the width of the network?
The question is.
I don't really understand. That's a good question. That's how I know it's a good question.
Yeah, it's a good question. The technical details is quite deep.
Let's go deep. Let's do it.
Yeah. Actually, the block cloud will not prove honest nodes because if it behaves correctly, the system will find is good. Yeah, and it will reward it and incentivate it to provide more resources to the system. Yeah.
Okay, so the answer is no. Great. Okay, and for the routing layer, how is the routing determined and is it load balanced?
Yeah. Yeah, in the routing layer, we are using some distributed DHT table, like a distributed table is like something like BitTorrent. So you can find resource the place of the resources, like the places of the movie, the place of music, yeah, and there are many algorithms like code we are using that can balance between the distance and the bandwidth. Okay. Yeah. So actually you can use algorithm to balance the traffic inside the network.
Great. Wow, you are so smart. That's a good question too. This is gonna be tough, guys. I don't know. What are the main target markets for applications?
The main target market includes smart home, smart health, and smart transportation, because I and Zhong Xinming, we started a startup 4 years ago and is an Internet of Things company.
It's called Odomon, right?
It's called Odomon. Yeah. We were providing modules, the Internet of Things modules and the internet platform to the traditional companies such that they can upgrade their product to be internet connected. Yeah, such that is a traditional company that use our platform, they become Internet of Things company. Yeah, so we are quite familiar with smart home and smart health and like that. So
smart. So you're in target healthcare,
smart home. Yeah, and in this scenario, including smart transportation, in this scenario, because of the communication characteristics, it also needs the service-centric network, because these devices are in huge number and their connectivity are on the edge network, so it will be interrupted now and then. So they need this service-centric network.
I see. Okay, so what is the service-centric network? Yeah, good question, Bonita. What is the service-centric network?
Yeah, in the traditional network is end-to-end communication is based on TCP/IP. So you need to know the exact address of the end host or the server to be connected. And now in the service-centric network, you only tell the network that what service you need. Like you need a movie or you need to compute something, then the network will do it for yourself. Do it itself. Yeah.
Okay, so the service-centric network helps you find directly to connect to the movie itself. Let's say I want to watch The Revenant by Leonardo DiCaprio, and I go to the movie itself, not the YouTube link.
Yeah, and actually we are researching in service-centric network during our PhD career. We spend a lot of time to study into it. But there are two problems that cannot be solved by the traditional network. The first one is trust, because if you let the network to schedule the resource for you, then it may put some data or some resources from other guys to you. Then why should the other guy trust on you? And the second one is security. Yeah, because the data should be secured to let you know that you can put the data on the other server. So these two problems cannot be solved by the traditional network, but now with blockchain we can solve these two problems. So that's great. So we try to integrate the blockchain into the service-centric network to push it forward.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. That's going to be a lot of work. Where is your team located?
We are in Shenzhen. Yeah.
Shenzhen, China.
Yeah, Shenzhen, China.
Just north of Hong Kong.
But we also have office in Beijing and New York.
Beijing and New York. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And what is the utility of the BLOC token? What does it do exactly?
Yeah, it has a lot of utilities. Like you can use the token to buy some internet service, including computation, storage, and bandwidth. And if you want to be a service provider, you should also have some BLOC token that is put on the system to prove that you can behave correctly. Yeah.
Also, it's just to prove that you are a good actor.
You are a good guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So Emil says, does service center approach SCN need a large infrastructure of nodes to work? And do you have such an infrastructure? Good question.
Yeah.
I think this has two good questions already.
Yeah, good questions. Yeah, actually, a large infrastructure nodes to work is better for a service-centric network. But if there is only a few nodes, like in the beginning, the BitTorrent also has a little nodes, it can also work. But for us, we are trying to build a large infrastructure, so we are also cooperating with some guys to provide a large infrastructure, because we were doing Internet of Things company 4 years ago, and for a long time we have a lot of business partners, so they can provide some infrastructure to us, so we can upgrade the network.
So you're gonna use your old company to help you bootstrap your thing up, because you guys make IoT devices, right?
Yeah, the old company is also a scenario for the service-centric network. But most importantly, there are many partners of us that can cooperate with us to provide the large infrastructure.
That's cool. That's really cool. All right, so many good questions, guys. This is gonna be tough to choose. So Ilyas says, a lot of blockchains have scalability issues. How will Blockcloud handle these kinds of issues?
Yeah,
good question.
Good question. Actually, in our system, there may be two scalability issues in the system. The first one is in the transaction layer. So we are using the DAG structure, and we improve it to codec to make it fast, and the confirmation time is much more faster. And the second scalability issue is in the service chain layer. Yeah, because a lot of computing storage resources shall be contributed to the system. How to guarantee that each service provider is acting correctly? Then there may be some scalability issues, and we are improving with some new algorithms. Yeah.
So you guys are constantly building new algorithms to solve these issues?
Yes.
Great. Good question. All right, so what is the mobility issues in detail exactly that you're trying to solve? So mobility is like the car, right? That's like moving really fast. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you gonna solve this problem of a Lamborghini driving down I-10 freeway?
Yeah, good question. Like I'm an expert.
You're a doctor, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, but you are. You really are. So.
Yeah, because in the traditional TCP/IP model, the IP address is used as the identification and locator of a user. So if you move and your address changes, actually your identity doesn't change. But the internet will misunderstand that your identity also changed. So the whole communication will reboot. So like if you are in a high-speed chain or in a car, the communication will be interrupted for about 3 to 5 seconds. Yeah, that's really a long time when you are watching some video.
Yeah, like this stream right here, it might take 3 to 5 minutes, and you're like, oh no, we're not even moving right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so That's what you're gonna solve. Great. Competitors, we already answered that question. Would you have some sort of master node staking mechanism?
Actually not, because we want to make the system decentralized. So there will not be any master node in the system.
No master nodes.
No
Great.
master node.
Is there a staking mechanism? There is, right? Because you have to stake it, and if it's bad.
In the service chain layer, actually, it's like a proof of stake model. Yeah.
Okay, great. Work within China. What are some of the roadblocks your team are accounting? So, what are some problems you guys are running into?
There may be some regulation problems. Yeah, in China, because China has banned ICO like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in our project, we try to be very formal. Yeah, so we raise money from the institution. Yeah, and we don't use crowd sale. Yeah, we don't use crowd sale. We just use proof of care. Someone that you can prove that you can contribute to the project, and you are qualified as an investor, and you can contribute. You can be the investor. We can put some token to you. Yeah.
So the more you contribute, then you give the tokens out like that instead of.
Yeah.
I see. So mostly it's traditional private sale. Is that right?
Yeah.
So then that way it's not
like that. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Do you have any partnership or plans to gain market adoption? I know you said you guys had some partners, as well as what are some other partners? Are you allowed to say it? Your other partners?
Yeah, we have a lot of partners. Some of them are very famous, and some of them are not so famous.
Can you name some?
But the famous one, I think they want to be kept secret, and the unfamous one, I think if I mention, then most of you will not know it.
Okay, so we cannot answer that question. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, but let's see. How do you plan to gain market adoption? How do you plan to make people use Blockcloud?
Yeah.
That's the second part of the question.
Yeah. The most important thing I think is incentive. Yeah, because I just mentioned that we spend a lot of time to study service-centric network, but the most important thing that we cannot push it forward is incentive. Yeah, as I just mentioned, because why I should contribute to the system. And in the Blockcloud, because we set some incentive mechanism, you can get a lot of token if you contribute your resources to the system. So we can find partners, let them benefit from the system. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing, that we could find a lot of partners.
That's smart. So if I have a Captain Crypto movie or book, and people want to look at it, read it, or watch it, then they can pay block tokens to get it or connect to it, or.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have a lot of computing resources, like your computer, in most of the time is not used, so you can contribute these resources to the whole internet.
Okay, cool. All right. DJ coming through. This is my question too. This is a very good question. Challenge. That's right. Challenge this guy, guys. The roadmap seems stretched with it going so fast. How will Blockcloud deliver and be ahead of competition? Because I know your testnet's not coming out until what, Q2 by 2019.
Yeah.
Yep. And we'll know. Yep. So why so late?
Actually, we have already developed the service-centric network prototype before, but without blockchain. And now we are just trying to integrating the blockchain into the service-centric network. But it still will spend a lot of time because you must guarantee that is secure. It will spend us a lot of time to launch the mainnet.
So you're gonna take your time with it instead of lying to everybody saying, "Oh, we're gonna have it," which is good because most people say, "We'll have it in 2 weeks," but then good things take time, right?
Yeah, we don't want to lie. If you read into our white paper, you can see there are so many details to be solved. Yeah, so it will spend some time.
Would you say those are the biggest problems that you have for the next 6 months? Because that's one of the questions I saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So the test net or the main net is one of the biggest ones that you guys are working on.
Yeah, we are working on it. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Okay. How the TCDA framework protect both buyers and sellers? What is TCDA first off? Tell
TCDA is an exchange model. Like it can settle down the price for the resources. Yeah, and it use game theory to guarantee that no one can cheat in the system. Like in a traditional market, someone can ask for high price or low price to let the market in a chaos. Yeah, so it will lost its order. Yeah, so with TCDA we use game theory to settle down the exact price. So the price is quite fair and is okay for the seller and is okay for the buyer. But because TCDA is designed by my partner, Zhong Xinmin. Yeah. I designed the other codec and proof of service, and he designed the TCDA. So I'm not so familiar with TCDA. Yeah, but Zhong Xinmin is more familiar with this concept. Yeah.
But great question on nonetheless. You have asked a great question. I will remember that. So Din Lee says, sorry if I said your name wrong, can you explain further on the benefits of a hybrid consensus and the Kodak ledger? What makes this different and what makes it special from the other ledgers? You might have touched on this already, but this is a more in-depth of the choice.
Yeah, good question. Because as you know, the Thunder and some other protocols are using a hybrid consensus. And the hybrid consensus, actually, it combines the permission model and the permissionless model. But in a hybrid consensus, is also using a backbone protocol to as the permissioned protocol, and so-called codec can be used as the backbone protocol to accelerate the speed of the hybrid consensus. Yeah.
Sorry, that's a lot for me.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's quite deep.
It is great. It's deep though, but I understand mostly. But as long as our audience understand, it's good. Will there be any detail of funding allocation on different aspect of the roadmap?
Actually, our private sale is almost finished. Yeah, but the details will be disclosed in about 2 or 3 days. Yeah.
Okay, 2 or 3 days. And Mario says, shouldn't it be better to renounce to some level of decentralization in order to get faster and cheaper transactions?
I'm not sure about this question.
Renounce, is Blockcloud going to be completely decentralized? No, right? Or
yeah, it's going to be decentralized.
All of it?
Actually all of it, yeah.
Okay. So I guess the question is, shouldn't it have a little bit of centralization so then it'll be faster and cheaper? Or do you want it completely decentralized, or will it not affect at all?
Actually, we are considering about it to bring some kind of centralization in the service chain layer. But this centralization also is random, so is a trade-off between decentralization and centralization. Like we can select some guys to monitor the network, but the selection is quite random, it's decentralized. But some guy will be selected to monitor all the network to see whether some guys behave incorrectly and punish them. So some kind of centralization. But we think this is a trade-off between centralization and decentralization. Yeah.
So do you think it's better to be completely decentralized, or do you think it's better to have part centralization? Your personal opinion.
In my opinion, so it depends on our goal. Yeah, if you want to, like in some scenario, decentralization is good, but in some other scenario, centralization is good. So if centralization can provide high, fast speed and it can satisfy the user demands, just use centralized way. But if you like in our scenario, absolutely the decentralized way is better. So we use the decentralized way. Yeah.
Okay, but would it affect? But it does affect the speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
By how much?
By about it will double the speed.
Okay.
And the interruption, the communication interruption, when you are in a mobile car or like in a high speed chain, then the interruption can be avoided.
Oh, because you're connected directly. You're not connected to the server name or anything.
I see.
Exactly. So it's okay if it's decentralized. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Dig MP3 Joe into stuff. When is Blockcloud a universal protocol in the internet, and what is the biggest obstacle to achieve this goal of being a universal protocol for the internet? So what's stopping you guys from completely creating this brand new, fast, smart internet?
Yeah, there are some obstacles, and among them, I think the first one is the technology. Yeah, we need to complete the whole project. It will take some time, and the second one is find some partners. Yeah, like you need to find someone that has a lot of resources, like computation resources and storage resources to join you. Yeah, so that you can provide more resources to the users. Yeah.
So the more people that use it, the better. And so that's probably the biggest problem, is to get people to use it.
Yeah.
And to get people to use it, you would have to get the word out. And how do you plan to get the word out? That's a good question. That's my personal question. Maybe I'll get the tokens.
Yeah, as I just mentioned, because we have some partners, we are talking to them. Yeah, and some of them have already agreed to participate in the system. They are very interested in it, because in some scenario they are facing with it actually needs this kind of technology, service-centric network. So they have already agreed to participate in this system. So it let us feel very confident.
Because you guys are already having people that are like, okay, we're gonna try this. We got 1 million of this. We got 1 million of IoT devices. We're ready to start, and you also have your old company to start.
Yeah.
So you guys already have millions of devices ready to go.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Good stuff. DJ is back. Are there any blockchain security concerns using proof of service consensus mechanism? Is there any flaw in the proof of service consensus mechanism? Yeah. Yeah,
there are actually some security concerns. Yeah, because someone can behave incorrectly. It can act like I have contributed, although he has do nothing. Yeah, but in our system we use a mortgage model, so you have to put some money, put some tokens in the system. Yeah, if you behave incorrectly, then you will be punished. It's like in a subway. If you don't buy a ticket, you will be punished.
Oh, you'll be fined.
Yeah, you'll be fined.
I see. Okay, so like the subway. Okay, so that's okay. So the security concerns is that they'll be punished, but there's nothing to stop them from being bad. Or is there any subway? Is there like a security guard that says
Yeah, like some security guard. Our system is like a security guard. It will check all people, and if you don't buy a ticket, the system will punish you very, very heavily. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what will the transaction fees cost?
Actually, in the transaction layer, because we use the codex structure, it should be very fast. So the transaction fee for the user is actually free. Oh. But every year we will increase some token in the system, and some of the token will be given to the miners. Yeah.
So it's not only is it free, but it's also giving away to ensure that the network is fast.
Yeah.
Right. Just so I understand.
Yeah. The total amount of the tokens will increase.
Okay.
Yeah, by about 5% every year.
5% every year.
Yeah, and some of them will be the increased part will be given to the miners.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Strauss is trolling us right now. He says, "Can you tell me what proof of work and proof of stake?" We have a proof of work and a proof of stake video, Strauss. Check it out. It's in our channel. Watch it. It's great. So I can't have you answer that because I want to answer that in our video and I want you to watch it. So yeah, great questions, guys. Let's see. So the testnet is coming out and. Yo, these are really good questions, by the way. Is there any more questions? I'll open the floor up to the next 30 seconds. If not, we're gonna start choosing who we're gonna drop these tokens to, and then we're also gonna close out by how frequently would the reward be distributed?
Yeah, this is quite in detail.
Ooh, here they come.
Yeah, actually. The system will check the nodes periodic in period, like 5 minutes or 15 minutes, and the exact period is undetermined yet.
Okay, yeah. So we don't know yet.
So yeah, I don't know yet.
You don't know yet, but when you do, you will tell me.
We have to try after setting up the mininet or the testnet. We will try the period to see which period is proper for the system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your honesty. With the increase of the tokens, is there a cap? Because that's a good question. Is it like, because Ethereum doesn't have a cap. Is it the same idea? Will you have a max supply, or because it's increasing, right?
Yeah, because in our system, the increasing is quite slow. Yeah, so we actually have not defined a cap in this moment. Yeah, but if the community something will be decided by the community, and if the community at some time thinks that a cap is needed, we can set a cap. Yeah.
Oh, so you guys are gonna community based.
Community based.
If they say that's great. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I support that. Please tell me proof of work. Strauss really want to know. Okay, so Strauss, it's computing power. It's proof that you actually are working to put in the work.
Yeah, Nathan will tell you later.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Just DM me. Rachel. All right, cool, guys. So I don't know how to choose. There's a lot of good questions. So I guess you want to choose together, top 5?
Okay.
Do you remember the questions, your favorite questions that were the most difficult? Because I like how everybody challenged you, because that's what, if we are all potential investors, we need, thank you for your honesty, but we also need to challenge you to know what the truth is, right?
Yeah, right.
So, wow, this is difficult. Which question did you like? I'll scroll through slowly.
Yeah, maybe this one.
Okay, so DJ.
And this one, MQTT, yeah.
Bakmi, DJ.
Yeah.
I like Ilias.
Yeah,
so Ilias, okay. And then, so many good questions. We have Lily, we have...
Maybe
EM. EM, okay.
Yeah.
Blockcloud, honest nodes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then...
So many.
Yeah, there's a lot. We have Mario, we have Nicholas, and we have Tian. Wow. What do you think?
Yeah, you can choose it. Yeah.
All right, so who do we have? We have... Which ones were the hardest ones for you to answer, I guess? So we have DJ.
Maybe the TCDA is the hardest because I didn't design TCDA.
Oh, that's Ilias. We already have him, so we need one more. Yep. So I would say...
Maybe this one?
Digged MP3 joint stuff. This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Digged. Okay, so those guys, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna send it to them?
Yeah, maybe we can remember the name, and our team will contact with them and assign the tokens to these guys.
Okay. And there's some other really good questions. It is really hard, and I want to thank you guys.
Yeah,
Do you think it's possible that we could maybe drop them maybe like 100 tokens? Like maybe for like some of the other ones that were really good, because there were some other good questions I feel like that were really close. Do you think we can do that? We can talk to the team?
Yeah, I will discuss with my team. Yeah.
Okay. So thanks a lot, guys. Those are really good questions. So the 5, we're gonna contact you. We're gonna remember, Rachel, if you could write these down. We're gonna contact you guys and get your Ethereum addresses, drop you 500 block tokens, and then there's some other questions in there that the team will go over that were also really good. I think we should have some runner-up. Maybe you guys can get like 100 or 200 tokens as well, because you guys are participating and we like that. Yeah. Final thing here, Telegram. Tag the winners in the chat. Oh, I can do that.
Yes.
So what's your favorite movie while I do this?
Mad Max. Yeah.
Mad Max.
Yeah.
Yo, my buddy Dan just went to this Gambler 500 where you take a car that's worth $500.
Oh, really?
It's an organ, and you just like race it. And he's like 2,000 people where they're just like dust everywhere.
Oh.
But hold on, let me tag. All right, what's your favorite kind of music?
Music is actually the heavy metal music, Italian, like that.
Heavy metal, you said?
Heavy metal.
Is it?
The brand name, the name is Unforgiven. Yeah.
Unforgiven.
Unforgiven.
I know this. Nothing else matters. What's that band called? How can I forget this band? Enter Sandman. Emo had really good questions too, though. Wait, what was that? Who did we choose? I don't know. Was it Digged? So what is your what is your definition of success? I'm gonna tag the runner-ups too. Because,
in my opinion, the definition of success is that your ability to help more people, help more guys. Yeah. It's not about how much money you have. It's about the ability of you to help more guys.
So your ability to help, the power to help people, the more that you can help people, the better. That's your definition of success.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for these guys?
I think hold to your dream. Actually, in the beginning, I and Zhong Xinmin started from a small room. Yeah, our dormitory is our office at that time when we begin the first company. So it is really hard time. So hold to your things, hold to your career. I think that's the right thing to do.
Okay, great. All right, so these are my choices for runner-ups. I hope I didn't double spend. Did I double spend? Please tell me I got. Is that right? I think so. We'll figure it out. Okay, so cool. Okay. And then what's your favorite food?
It's actually a spicy food in my hometown, but I don't know its English name. If you go to my hometown next time, I will invite you to have a taste.
Okay, where's your hometown?
In Jiangxi province in China. Yeah, it's in the South China.
Okay, we'll do that. All right, so our winners, DJ, Back Me, Ilias, B, EM, Dig, and are gonna get 500 block tokens, and then we will talk to the team because success is helping. Let's get these runner-ups some tokens: Mario, Emil, Chen, Nicholas, and Levy. Cool.
Yeah, thank you all.
And we're gonna be doing a lot more AMAs, so we got you, Ramen. This guy. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Do you have anything else you want to say to the community? Any final words before we sign off?
Yeah, we want to build a better internet. If you also want it, then join us. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. How do I stop this thing? I have no idea. Oh, it's over here. All right. Trying to get some food. Get some ramen.